We are crafting on the fly today for Tag Tuesday. So let's see if what I have in my brain can come to fruition on the table. Hi, this is Kelly with Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and we are making tall tags today, and we're doing tags with a job. Now, these two, the nutcrackers, were cut from the paper pad, but I do things in 3 signatures, of which nobody commented. So I decided to use one of the Santa Clauses, and this will go on the 2nd signature. But what we're needing to do is, if this is going to be a tag with a job, I need a background for this one. And I think I want to use, I'm looking at my paper pads here and seeing, these would be nice options, but they're also full size. I know I don't want to use anything that has something I could cut out, so I know we don't want that. So we don't want our cut aparts. So let's go inside and see. Ooh, there's a possibility. I probably wouldn't use those I'm using. This wouldn't be big enough, I don't think. I know it wouldn't be big enough for Santa. But we could get those out, because I won't use this, but that's big enough for the center. So let's go ahead and use this one for the background. Now I got to run grab a trimmer. I left both of my trimmers in the dining room. Be right back. I was working on the layout for this on the dining room table this morning while I was working on laundry. Okay, so this guy is 8 inches by, not quite, I'm going to say 2 7/8. So let's see if we can get 2 7/8 out of this. Two and 7/8. You know, I think I'm going to cut it 3, and we can always trim it off. Like that. And then we need, what did I say, 8? Yeah, 8. Let's do that. Okay, so we have this one. Now the other thing I've done, this is going to go on the back. So it'll be like this. Okay, and we are going to need to trim that off, and I'm okay with that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and trim that off now. Take that off that 1/8 of an inch. It'll be close enough. There we go. Okay, so we have that. Back of the tag. But here's what I want to do. I want to put writing space on the inside of this tag. So what I've done is I have taken lined paper, get stuff out of the way we don't need, and I'm going to hang on to that. And I've cut paper for the back. And I did have 2 3/4, and that wasn't right. So we can cut that one out, fold that away. But this one should be right. So I've taken lined notebook paper, just like this. I started out by trimming off this side about 1/4 of an inch. So I had gluing space. And when I did that, then I glued 5 of them together. And what I want to do is I want to fold them to fit inside this. Now I cut them shorter. They are 2 3/4 by 7 1/2. So they're a little narrower, and they are a little shorter. So I want to go right to there and fold that over just like that. So that will fit in there. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to accordion fold it. So I'm going to do the peaks and valleys. So that one's going to fold right there. And I'm going to try and fold this straight. It's not even 8 o'clock in the morning, so, you know, there is that. And then I'm going to come back and I'm trying to line it up to where the lines line up. That helps tremendously. Whoops, that's a little wide. Just like that. And then this one is going to be a little shorter. I might not have needed him. We'll see. We'll see. Because what I'm going to do then is this is going to glue to the front. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and nip off my corners because that's going to help my placement of that. And I think I want these to be relatively, let's do these at the 1 inch. I think that'll be perfect. So I'm going to, I've been watching Maddie's videos the last couple of days. As a member of her channel, I get perks. And that one of them is that she is at a conference, crafting conference in Indiana. And we are getting to see her along the way. We'll get sneak peeks at what she sees at the conference. We've seen her travel. She's toured us through airports. Okay, so both of those are cut at 1 inch. So that's going to help me know where this needs to go. And I want to start with this one over here. And see, I've got this one a little too tall. So I'm going to take off another little bit here. They were cut at 7.5. Let's cut them at 7 1/4. So I'm going to take another 1/4 inch off. Just like that. Okay. And then this will glue here. And then I think I'm just going to glue enough of this down that we can write on this base. I think that's what I'm going to do. So let's start by gluing this down. And I'm going to use a full bottle of glue this morning. I was working on the little bit of glue this morning. So I'm going to take and glue this around. I don't have to glue the whole page. I just need that. And then we're going to do this without getting my fingers in the glue. How many of you think that's going to happen? So we're going to go right there. I am positioned just a hair up from the bottom. And I need a baby wipe. Because, you know, I already have glue on my fingers. I don't need to encourage more. And we're going to do that. So see, then this will open up just like this. And look at all that writing space we have. And I am going to go ahead. I thought I had an extra piece of that cut. Aha! I did have. I'm going to trim this one off to the 1/4 inch. Take that off. This is what happens when you play on the fly. Then we can go back and we can glue this one off. Now I'm going to need to cut that one off, that bottom line, because we trimmed the other one off a bit, so we can do that. And then this one's already creased, so I'm just going to go ahead and run the glue right on that piece. Glue this into place, just like that. Okay, and come back with my baby wipe, so I'm not running that glue on my fingers. Whoops. Got a little bit of a boo-boo there, but we're okay. We're okay. And then, see that it's going to come off just a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and trim him off. Just a hair, not a lot, just a hair. That should work right there. Okay. And then we can accordion this back up, and then we can run the glue along this. It's nice when you can give things in your journal an extra task. I want to line up those corners as best I can. Scooch that over. One thing about the Tombow glue, you have a little bit of working time. Whoops. Works better if you don't crease it. And then, now I haven't decided if I'm putting anything at the top or not. Still thinking on that. But this will go into a belly band, and then I have stoppers cut for the bottom of the page. So I will show you that tomorrow when we do belly bands and give these tags a place to go. Okay? There is our tag with the job. for Tag Tuesday. Thanks for joining me in the studio today. I will see you back here tomorrow when we give these tags a home. In the meantime, please remember to like, to share, subscribe, and creative Christmas blessings.